Welcome to Planet Pluto.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Whoop, whoop. Tango, tango, tango. Whoop, whoop. What's happening, blacks? How you guys doing out there in the social media, live streaming, podcasting? What else they call this? Lives. How you guys doing out there in the social media world? Y'all know who it is, right? It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha Wright, a.k.a. My mouth is sore. Key Lolo. That's right. I have one of those tooth extractions, and dude, let me just tell you, you can't even tell. But my dentist, by the way, if you need one, shameless plug, go on and check him out. His name is Dr. Joe Walker. He said, you'll be on that podcast on Thursday. I was like, oh, man. Cheryl sent me a meme with this man standing on the chair, pulling out a tooth, and I said, were you in the dental office? There used to be a question that says, what hurts worse, labor or a toothache? I'm going with it. I've given birth to 2 children. I mean, full birth. I'm not talking about no I don't even know how you pronounce it. Epidural. I don't even know what it is. Epi something. No shots, no numbing, no Novocaine, no cocaine, no methylene, pure and unadulterated. Breathe through your nose and out your mouth birth coming through the vajayjay. And I'm here to tell you, it ain't as bad as a toothache. All right. I know y'all like, this girl is crazy. I'm telling the truth according to proof, guys. But anywho, shameless plug to the fabulous dentist, Dr. Joe Walker. I'll drop his number in the chat if y'all want to check him out. He's located here in Cleveland, Ohio, and worth the flight. Okay. Pull 2 teeth, and guess what? He said, you'll be live. And it's a little, I'm feeling it, but hey, I'm live. So anywho, we are officially 63 episodes in. It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha Wright, a.k.a. Key Lolo. And then y'all know who that is over there, right?
What's up?
Bam! It's my BMF, my PNC, my partner in cosmetology, none other than Cheryl Morrow, a.k.a. the Hair Oracle. And hey, they coming in hitting the thumbs up button. Oh, we are so proud of you guys. You know how hard it is? It's hard to get people to hit that thumbs up button. But you know what? You guys are really doing a good job at it because we're just building authentically, and we appreciate it because this is how we became rather, America's favorite podcast about Afro hair. There's no other podcast like this, isn't it, Cheryl?
We are number 1 on the subject matter.
Juvenile would approve of us saying that. James Brown, Jackie Chan. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. So we the number 1 stunner right here in America. Now we about to say around the world. When we come back from Africa in October, we're going to change it to the world's favorite podcast about Afro hair. But for now, we'll settle for America. It's okay. It's okay. And in case you're wondering, what is this? What am I watching? What have I scrolled upon? You have scrolled upon America's favorite podcast about Afro hair right here on the Afro Hair Science YouTube channel. I'm your host, Ladosha Wright, and then right over there is the Hair Oracle. I'm a cosmetologist, salon owner, author, Afro hair activist. And then Cheryl Morrow is a cosmetic trichologist. She's the heiress to the California Curl Empire. She's also the editor-in-chief of the SD Monitor newspaper in sunny San Diego, California. And we are the official Cosmo nerds. You know what I'm saying? And so right here on this particular podcast, Planet Pluto Pseudo, it's everything for licensed hair, nail, skin, barbers, makeup artists, estheticians, and of course, you hair junkies. You know what I'm saying? So if you are a hair aficionado, you just love everything hair, but you want it accurate, then that is where you're at. You're on Planet Pluto Pseudo, where we bust up all the lies, all the fakeness, and we're on a mission to make sure that our industry levels up with accurate history and science. Yeah, so that we can
level up.
We can be a better service because the public wants a lot more, and this is what we're here for. And we're on all platforms, right? We're right here on YouTube, of course. And then we're right here on Instagram. We're also on LinkedIn. What's happening, LinkedIn? How you guys doing? And then we also are live on Facebook. So if you could take the opportunity to share the platform, Cheryl and I, we would appreciate it. We got some people already. But I'm telling you right now, Instagram, they just be like, Instagram is kind of competing with like Facebook and YouTube. What's up to instruct to you? I see you still at work. Go on and get it in. Do your thing. Buster, what it is right now, we got Buster 67. That's a really good year. And then we got E. Jones rocking it out with us over on Instagram. We appreciate the support. And then, of course, YouTube just be on fire. All right. We got Trish the Natural. What's good? Trish, I was calling you Tish all last week. You ain't even correct me.
I tried.
I was just talking about your hair because your hair just be on fleek. They don't say on fleek no more. But old people, when we learn a new word, we just can't let it go. I know. So, fleek. Anywho. So I was talking about your hair and I kept calling you the wrong name. Oh, snap. There's my girl. My BFF. Ain't she so cute? That's my Monica. I miss you. I need to come to Atlanta. Maybe you can. I'm sure you can fix me some soup for my mouth is all sore, but I'm getting better. It's better. My big brother Shan is in the chat. My bro Mo is in the chat. What's up, Mo Cheeks? All right. All right. And then of course we have the one and only my Booski right here. There she is.
And LB.
She like, are we live yet? Where y'all ninjas at? We was coming. I was eating some chicken, I got some warm water here, for my little mouth. Okay.
You got some salt in it?
I didn't know if I could drink salt water.
No, you rinse your mouth with it.
I couldn't rinse my mouth. Wrench, as my big mama would say. I can't wrench. How many people's grandma and big mom say wrench? Go on out there and wrench them clothes.
You're supposed to wrench.
You got to wrench it.
Gargle.
I've been doing that. Yeah, I've been doing that and it's been working. But anywho, we have a wonderful show for you guys tonight. I'm going to get better. Okay. I'm going to get a lot better. We have a wonderful podcast for you guys tonight. If you are one of those cosmetologists, barbers, or estheticians or nail techs, I'm sure you have an ideal that's burning inside of you, like Dr. Morrow. And you're like, oh, I just got this good idea. And every time you want to invent something, people be saying like, that is not going, ain't nobody gonna buy that. Okay. Well, this gentleman here is my dear friend. His name is Maurice McIntosh. Okay. He's a native of Cleveland, but he traded us to travel the world. He has a very illustrious career. He does one I wish I could have, but anywho, I live vicariously through him. And he's also a mentor. He teaches a lot of stuff and he's worked with a lot of people in the industry. He's a behind the scenes guy. He's a quiet giant. He's also cute. Y'all know I don't mess around with nothing ugly. I'm telling y'all this right now. Okay. When I saw Dr. Morrow, I was like, look at Dr. Morrow with the good hair. Dr. Morrow was looking good, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? So Maurice is what you would call a silver fox, okay? But I remember when he was just a black stallion, you know, but he's all mature now. Yeah, he's a little. All right. And so he's definitely a dear friend of mine. He's also a dad, and he's a wonderful gentleman, okay? He's the owner of MC2 Salon in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, that I keep asking him 1,000 times. What's the name of your hair salon? He like, "Those are you a fake friend?" No, I just kidding, Maurice. You know, yeah. All right, so he is the inventor of this little apparatus here, and it's patented. All right, and I know you guys are like, "What is that?" So he's going to tell you a lot about what this is. Okay, it's pretty cool. He's going to come on and talk about this, and of course, his career as a cosmetologist and an international one. On top of that, he's rarely here in the States, but since he's been working on his salon, he's been here. So we're just really, really excited. All right. So Cheryl, what's happening over in SD? Sorry, I'm just gonna keep drinking water, guys. So
it's real quiet, actually.
Actually, this is vodka. I just want to let y'all know.
Yeah, right. You ain't got no vodka in that hole. In that.
Hey, Chris, look at that.
Yeah, faker.
Yeah, got the bite up in there. Look at Trish, like that fool better not be drinking. Like y'all don't know what be in these glasses. Shoot, look at. So how you know this ain't no vodka?
First of all, she don't be drinking none like that without no ice. That's
you know what? Don't be telling my business. You know I'll be back, y'all. We have to get off this live. We put my business out.
Cranberry up in there.
No, why you telling everybody? Hey, y'all. Everybody, unplug y'all mic. Everybody put your fingers in your ears. Monica, you better not say nothing. You better not say nothing. You better not. Look at Monica. She like, come on, Monica. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Okay.
She ain't no drinker like that. Oh, whatever.
Anyhow, Trish, you know I got some vodka up in here. So you said it's just chilling in San Diego.
Yeah, it's quiet. Good.
So we know we need a sponsor. I'm about to reach out. All this vodka I be promoting. I'm about to reach out to Tito's and see if they want to rock it out with us. They got the drink champs. I'm gonna say we got the drunk champs. We got, hey Monica, I bet y'all $10 in the bucket of boogers I can get Tito's to sponsor us. Want me to try it, Cheryl?
We'll pass.
You don't want Tito's to sponsor us?
Then I gotta drink it, and I don't drink.
You say what? You don't? That's right, Cheryl. She's so bougie, y'all. She got her blue wave nails. Okay. I'm going to call up Tito's. I ain't thinking about y'all. I'm like, Tito's, we need a sponsor up here. We can get y'all some drinks sold up in here. I can teach everybody how to drink some Tito's, how to mix up a drink. Wouldn't that be cool? Look at Monica steady laughing. Don't nobody make a margarita like Monica. Monica make a margarita make you want to slap you. You start speaking Spanish.
Yeah, because we're making our own brand of beautiful tequilas. Once the Crips, y'all got it. I'll send you some.
All right, Monica. She said she's gonna get us some real tequila. Okay, tequila. All right, guys. So we're gonna get ready to bring in Mr. Maurice McIntosh. We've played around with you guys enough. You guys should be really excited. What's going on, Jan Jordan? How you doing over on Instagram? Again, we appreciate everybody on Facebook. How you doing, Facebook? And then our peeps over on Instagram, our peeps over on LinkedIn. What's up, LinkedIn? LinkedIn's been, hey, we appreciate you, LinkedIn.
That is the home of the bougie of bougie.
No, everybody wants to be. Sing it, y'all. Come on, Cheryl, hit it. Bougie. That's all right. Gladys Knight likes LinkedIn. Gladys Knight had a highway named after her. But anywho, so we're going to bring in, let me put my hands together.
Wait. What Gladys Knight got to do with bougie?
Because that's her song. Remember Gladys Knight sang, everybody wants to be. Woo.
Ashford and Simpson.
Oh, that I got $10. All right, I got to do it right quick. I'm telling you right now, that was Gladys Knight, bougie. Let me look it. Don't cook it up. Look it up. Oh, I spelled her name wrong. Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Gladys Knight.
Yeah, she may have sung it, but it was Ashford and Simpson originally sung it.
Oh, was it? Oh, man, I ain't about to get myself put on blast like that. Cheryl made me sick. She know everything. I know the Gladys Knight version, all right? Anywho, we're about to get ready to bring in the one and only. Where Maurice, where he go? Maurice, when he comes back, he done dip, die, so shall I, all right?
What?
So I don't know where he... Oh, there he is. All right. So everybody, I want y'all to put some hand emojis in the chat. Come on, y'all. Y'all in the building. Put your hands together. Let me get my little audience cheer play going. All right, ladies. Don't be throwing no pennies at the screen. The last time we had Mr. Maurice in, and like throwing no underwear at the screen. All right, here we go, guys. Bam! There he is. What's happening, Black? Maurice, like, cut that out. There he is, Mr. Maurice McIntosh. Thank you, everybody, for being so kind to welcome my dear friend, Mr. Maurice McIntosh. Again, we are 63 episodes in, and the name of this particular podcast is called Style Hair, Innovate, and Get a Patent. I know y'all like, what? A lot of people think hair, like all we do is hair. Well, by the time you guys finish getting to know more about Mr. McIntosh, you will stop underestimating what we do at those places called hair salons, barbershops, nail spas, and skincare spas. We do more than just service people. We do lots and lots of stuff in the community, for the business world, the economy. You know, we do something for everything. Ain't that right, Maurice?
That's right.
That's right. What you working on over there, Maurice?
Nothing.
All right. So, everybody get right now, Maurice. We're gonna do something really fun tonight. We always have a couple of reels that we show to irritate Cheryl. So these are 2 reels. We're gonna get people warmed up tonight. And since you, Maurice, how many years do you have in the industry? About what, 10?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you. Yeah, how many years you have in the industry?
I started in 2000. I started in 90.
99. All right. So he got about 26 years in the industry. So you know a thing or two about customer service, right? And crazy customers. All right. So these reels, you guys hold on to y'all seats. All right. We have 2 reels that we're going to highlight. And it's all about customer service. I got a part 1 and a part 2. And if you know anything about these types of customers, then definitely put a laughing face in the emoji. So we're going to start off with an argument. Sure, you know how customers be arguing with their sellers be arguing with their customers. I've never argued with my. Have you ever had an argument with your customer?
Me?
You.
Hell yeah.
You have. Oh my goodness, Maurice, have you ever argued with one of your customers?
Yeah, nah, sorta.
I've never argued with any customers. I've been cussed out. They be cussing my ass out. I'm a sucker. All right. So you guys have argued. I don't argue. I'm a chicken. Y'all know, call me a chicken hawk. I don't argue. But anywho, so here's an argument, right? We're going to call this one a real argument. You ready, Cheryl?
I was ready.
All right, here we go, guys. A real argument.
Not really a client.
Like I'm always the problem. You are. What the fuck am I? You the biggest problem I have. My worst client. I didn't know I was your client. Shit.
A real argument.
I got a question. Why are you mad because you had to walk over there and get your hair washed? I ain't asked her to wash it in the first place. She know I tell her to slick that bitch up and put the weave on it. It's weave. I'm gonna wear weave. It don't matter how my hair look under there.
Yes, it does.
I'm got other folks' hair.
Well, you so used to bootleggers, bitch. That's what you go to look
No,
for.
bitch,
You
I
go to a professional.
Hold on, bitch. Oh, my hair wet. Oh, my hair. I got 2 beauticians, and all of them licensed. So you I got two of them. I don't deal with bootlegs. I let somebody just throw the ring on her.
She touched your hair, did she?
No.
Yes, she did.
So when one ain't in today, you go to the next one. Right. I ain't going to nobody that'll give me no damn $30 look. See, now they just putting a wig on my head. And bitch, I don't do braids. That's why I got hair.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
She put him all over. She said, I got 3-4 beauticians. I swear I had a customer. I wish my brother was here. I had this gentleman, right? And I was doing this hair, and I asked him, what did he like? He said, ain't you my beautician? I thought that was so funny because
why was she in there with her night clothes?
I don't know, but the stylist was mad because she let other people do her hair. Do you get mad, Maurice, when your clients let other hairstylists do their hair?
No.
How many hairstylists in the chat get upset when their customers go to somebody else? Sure, you get upset when you're styling, when your customers go to someplace else?
Less work for me.
I wasn't ready.
Less work for me. Less arguing, less resistance.
All right. How many people in the chat, or maybe you're a customer and you like to bounce around from salon to salon? You know, you can put that in the chat. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts about your clients just going from place to place to place? She was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's why your hair mess. She said, hey, I might be going place to place, but at least I ain't getting no braids. I thought that was real funny. So she was pooping on the braiders. Like, she got hair because she doesn't put braids in. All right. But there was a part 2 to this. So I just had, it was so funny. So here's part 2. So here's the real client. Here we go, guys. Here's part 2.
Not really a client.
Like, I'm always the problem.
You are.
What the fuck am I?
You the biggest problem I have. My worst client.
I didn't know I was your client.
Hey, in the chair you are.
No, bitch, I've been with you when you ain't know how to do a split, a part. I've been with you from day one. Shit. So I ain't no motherfucking client.
You are.
No, I'm not no motherfucking client.
You can't get mad.
Yeah, I ain't getting mad. I'm just telling you what the fuck I
You a
am.
damn client.
No, the fuck I ain't.
You can't get
Clients
mad.
make appointments. I don't never make appointments.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
She had a good point. She said, I ain't no client. She said, hey, Mo, I've been with you when you ain't even know how to do hair. I got some customers who could say that about me. That's why I don't be getting into an argument with no customers. I don't be wanting to lose. So,
The only reason why I don't like them to come back to me is because they want me to undo somebody else's craziness.
But Maurice, what's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts? If they go to somebody else and they come back.
Somebody else, it's okay with me. I don't mind. I don't mind if they go back to somebody. To me, it didn't sound like she was. I don't do a lot of loud talking in the chair.
You don't like loud talking?
Yeah, I don't do a lot of loud talking in the chair.
I've seen some stylists, man. Listen, I ain't gonna even say no names.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do no.
I don't even know how some people sit in these hairstylist chairs. I'm like, y'all be putting up with that. I mean, woo. And I see them now. They putting them on blast, on social media. They're like, these stylists are out of control with these bad attitudes. I'm not gonna pay nobody because you're gonna be talking to me any old kind of way, but but clearly they have a relationship, so I guess they could do that. But on the outside looking in, that looks kind of crazy. But I don't know. I have worked with people. I have observed some crazy stuff. Even in my own salon, I've had to ask people like, "Hey, you can't. It's not the salon for you because we ain't doing none of that craziness." But clearly they do have a relationship. But I thought that was kind of funny. All right, so I ain't no client. I don't make appointments. All right, so they're gonna go ahead on and hop right into the ultimate way to make some appointments is being able to meet the needs of the customers that they have when they sit in your chair. So Maurice is going to share with us a lot about his tool here that I use. I actually made a video, Maurice, with me using your tool. So with that being said, Maurice, can you just share with everybody a little bit about who you are, what you do in the industry, and again, the name of your hair salon. It is MC2 Salon, located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So tell us a little bit about who you are and how did you become a hairstylist and such a cutie pie?
So I was a barber in Cleveland. I went to Ohio College of Barber Styling in Cleveland.
Why I ain't know that?
Yeah, on the west side.
When I be thinking I know people.
And then after graduating, I don't know if anybody know Preston Williams. Preston Williams was a sales rep for Dudley's. And my friend Don from barber school came to school down here in North Carolina. And he asked me to come down here, and I was like, no. So I kind of resisted for the first year. Then that next year, I said, okay, I'll come and visit. And then I end up staying.
Wow.
So that's how that happened.
What was it about North Carolina that just made you want to stay?
No, the area I was in Kernersville, where Mr. Dudley and them was at, was the campus. So we spent most of the day on campus. I didn't really get to see Winston-Salem until I left the school, So I had two people offer me a job, was a lady in Nassau, Bahamas and Boston, Massachusetts. And I wanted to go to the Bahamas, but the guy in Boston got me to come to Boston first. So that's how I ended up getting to Boston, Massachusetts. But this is how I started making this. If y'all know Olive Benson.
Boy, do we.
So the gentleman I worked for, he got me to work for her 3 days out the week. So I ended up working for her 3 days out the week.
Okay, so wait, you jumped ahead. So wait a minute. Did you go to North Carolina first or you went to Boston, Massachusetts? So how did that, give me your chronological.
Yeah. After I
you left Cleveland and then
Cleveland to North Carolina to school here in Kernersville. So when I got to the campus at Kernersville, I saw all the different type of people from everywhere. But he was quoting these certain quotes. He had a meeting and he invited all the students and he was quoting these certain quotes. And I kept saying, I've heard this stuff before. So before that, way before that, before I even started as a barber, there was my mother named Ruth Dubé from Zimbabwe. She used to play these tapes. And the tapes she played was the same tapes he played. And that's how I kind of put the two and two together. So the positive tapes I was hearing from her, I was hearing it years later when I end up coming down here to school. And then that's how I end up staying.
So now you spoke a lot about, you briefly kind of brushed through the Dudleys. So is that their campus that you attended or?
The campus.
So tell us about your relationship with the Dudleys. So if you know.
Well, Mr. Dudley, I ended up meeting Mr. Dudley later after he had first started getting sick. He wasn't really sick at that time, but I met him then. But I was more close to his wife because his wife was the one who first started buying my application tools.
Oh.
It was close to her. I used to talk to her and follow and try to find out where she was at because I knew she was the one who controlled the money. And one who controlled she ran the company. She ran the money. So she was controlling the money. And then after she started buying my tools, then that's when I started saying, I said, okay, I can get a van and just load up my van and go back home and start making them. So I end up coming back to North Carolina to a school at A&T. You know, North Carolina A&T. I took a course at took a course at North Carolina A&T for motorsports. And then that course taught me how to do injection mold. So
wow. See,
that,
y'all think hairstylists just be going to the beauty school, but here he is. Okay, it's getting a little thick here. So
I
you're in. Go ahead.
got into that college, but I wasn't a student. I was just, they let me, this gentleman, Marcus Tillery, let me come to the class. So that took me 2 years in that class. And after that, I ended up coming back to Ohio because I know Ohio was known for the steel mills. So I started getting the steel, and started researching, trying to find ways to do this drawing that I had.
So give us the inspiration. You're now a barber cosmetologist, right? And you're traveling and you're working with the who's who and who's not. And you're behind the chair because we have barbers and cosmetologists, in the chat. What's going on, Miss Yate? How you doing? I see you. What's up, Free Nelly at sbcglobal.net? Oh, snap. Wait a minute. Hold on, Cheryl. There she is. Can we put our hands together for our de facto producer? There she is. Miss Esther T. Jones. Come on, y'all. Put y'all hands together. I'm messed up, so come on, do it. Homegirl Esther, we love to see you in the chat. So here you are working with these people and you're doing wonderful things and you're hobnobbing. And so you come across, now, how did you get the idea to make this? Because this is where people think, cosmetologists, like I said, we just do hair, but you're taking your career to new heights. You want to create something. So how did that come about? Was it behind the chair? Was it, on the toilet? Y'all don't keep
when I got to Boston, I didn't know Miss Benson had knew Dudley's now. I didn't know she had did work with Dudley. So I didn't know that at that time. So she drilled me, she drilled me hard. So she was like, you don't know how to do a relaxer. They not teaching you nothing over at that school. You didn't learn nothing. So she was the main push for me to say, okay, I'll make an application too. Because I know that tint brushes was made for colors. And she said, well, maybe you need to make your own application too. So me, I'm going back and forth with her. I said, okay.
Now, let me pause you right quick. Now, did she have an issue with applying relaxers with brushes?
Well, no, that I don't know. I don't know for sure. I just know she wanted to retrain me.
Okay.
She wanted to retrain me, I think. I don't know if she had issues with that because I've seen her do it with her hands. I've seen them do it with a rat tail comb, the back of the rat tail comb. So I don't know. I just know she was giving me a time.
Right. I know she was, because she gave me a time with that brush, and it was Olive Benson who said, do not apply. Well, this is for me now, because I had a time with Olive Benson too, and she was against applying relaxers with brushes because she felt that the bristles would irritate the scalp. And Cheryl's nodding her head.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of people applying relaxers with brushes. And Cheryl, what are your thoughts about applying relaxers with tint brushes?
Yeah. I know that my dad would no brushes at all, nowhere at any time. And just brushes and black people's hair just did not go together, in his opinion. But I did, I was trained to apply relaxers and texture enhancement treatments with my fingers.
Okay. Yeah. All right. How many people in the chat is feeling Maurice and Cheryl? I was actually taught in cosmetology school to use the brush, and Olive Benson said the same thing to me that she said to Maurice, and that is, they're not teaching you properly. And I was just like, oh, and so I thought applying it with the hands, they demonstrated, but they really pushed the brush. But I went to a Caucasian school, and I think they were really afraid of the relaxer. And so that could have been a cultural thing. I'm not quite sure why that, but Olive was like, no, no brushes. And she taught me how to use it was kind of awkward, but I'm good at it now, so I can understand that. So now you have Miss Benson saying, perhaps you need to create something, and to which you said,
okay, I'll do it.
Wow.
That happened. That's how it happened. I was like, okay. So I worked with her for like 4 years in Boston, just 4 years under her, and she drilled you. The things that the older people, the ones that came before me, became before everybody else, the ones like her father who did the curls, they had a different way of applying the stuff. Then I think it changed, but the cosmetology make you do it with the tint brush, and I don't know why, but
I don't know either. Yeah, but she said no. I mean, she did tell me why, but I don't know. I don't know why the schools were doing that. But this is why Cheryl and I are strongly pushing House Bill 414 here in Ohio for Afro hair science. For this very reason. We don't know how these things get lost in translation. And if you are a barber or cosmetologist, again, share with us how you were taught to apply the relaxer. Maurice and Cheryl was like, no, no, no. And I was taught yes, but then I was retrained by Olive Benson, who said no. Okay, so share that with us in the chat if you're watching this during the live or post the live. And so Maurice, we have Maurice McIntosh with us. He's the owner of MC2 Salon in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He has 26 years of experience in the industry. He's also has this pretty cool tool here. Sorry, it's not really dirty. It's the way the light is reflecting this. Anywho, so he's talking about his tool here, his apparatus. And so Olive Benson says, go ahead on, Maurice. You can create something, to which you said, no problem.
Yeah, she said it like that, though. She said it a different way.
Oh, so, she said it differently. Okay.
Yeah, she said it a different way. But that's how I end up.
So did you draw it, or did you think it through?
Do it on a piece of paper. Was talking with her about it, and she was like, well, yeah, do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. And at that time, I used to see everybody do it with the rat tail comb. So then I said, well, a rat tail comb was invented for roller sets. So then when I found that out, I said, so there's nothing really that's made for just saying this is made exactly for applying chemical for a relaxer.
Wow.
There's nothing that's been 100% made for that.
All right. So what I'm going to do, Maurice, I'm going to show them the video. So you guys are like, well, what did he make? What did he make? So I created a video because I met Maurice right when he was doing this, and I couldn't wait. It was just a concept. And so I have one of the original prototypes here, but he's got better stuff. And so I was like, Team Maurice. So here's the video that I made using Maurice's. It's called a 3-in-1 applicator. Am I correct?
That's it.
All right. So here's my little video. It's about a little over a minute. So here we go. Look what I have in my possession. That's right, guys. I have the 3-in-1 applicator created by none other than Mr. Maurice McIntosh. I've been using this apparatus for about maybe about 13, 14 years now, and it is one of my favorite tools to use whenever I'm doing a relaxer or a ammonium thioglycolate application. It really does make applying chemicals very easy. It's very gentle on the scalp. Of course, it's for the ambidextrous, so whether you're left-handed or right-handed, you can use the tool. It's very sturdy. It's very easy to sanitize, and the customers always say that they are having a very comfortable chemical alteration experience, and I just love this tool. It's very wonderful. So let's hear what Maurice has to say about why he invented the 3-in-1 applicator. All right. Yeah, so there you have it. That's me using it. You can apply with it. It can get through the thickest hair. It's got the nice little, now this does not stab the scalp. Let me just get you guys up close on it. Now I don't know, Maurice, mine, it has a signature on here, American.
Yeah, that's like the first time I was calling myself American stylist.
You see that, Cheryl? Got a little black history up in here, y'all. Don't be trying to come and get mine. And then it has these nice little tiny teeth here so that you can get through the hair. And then this is a smoother. He's going to break this down for us. So tell us about a little bit more about the 3-in-1 applicator. So you said there was nothing for relaxers. They made the rat. I did not know the rat tail comb was invented for a roller set. So do tell.
Rat tail combs was made for doing roller sets. Then you got the rat tail comb with the metal pick on the end. So that's for the sanitation, and that goes through the
coloring. We use it for highlighting.
Very good. Yeah, that's good for highlighting. But the only thing I knew that was made for color was the tint brush. So when I did my state board test, I failed my state board test. I ended up going to Boston. I got with Miss Benson, and that's how this came about. Was with her. I was really just going with her because I used to watch the tapes on how she used to do roller sets, and I wanted to learn how to do the roller sets the way she did the roller sets, not the way they do roller sets in school. So everything in school, I had to relearn after getting out of school. Everything in school just gets you prepared to pass state board.
Right.
I had to get all my education again out in the field. So I said, okay, got to relearn myself out in the field. So once I started that, then it just.
So tell us, how did you make this? So what is this comprised of? How did you come to make this out of?
So that's polypropylene.
Okay, and what is polypropylene to all of us novices out here?
Cleveland. Learned about the plastics in Cleveland. So every plastic that you have give off a gas.
Come back into the frame. We're losing you. There you go. Okay.
Every plastic gives off a gas. I started learning about the different plastics and how plastics break down. So there's a school in Cleveland on the west by the airport. They did injection mold. So I ended up going to that school. I took the steel that I got from downtown in the flats to this school. And I had my drawings already from A&T, how I learned how to do all my drawings at A&T. So then I had to make a prototype. I made a prototype with a couple boxes, a couple of wooden pieces with rubber. And then I made a wooden one first, make a demo, and then you pour all your rubber into this mold, and then you pull out your hard piece that you die cast in your mold. So that's like a poor man's mold, like they say, a poor man. And then the school ended up taking the project and making it because I had supplied the school.
That deserves a big round of applause. Wow. Okay. All right. So the school said, you know what? This hairstylist just might be on to something. Okay.
So, and then from there, I had to learn about the patent, how to apply for your own patent. First, I had to learn to make my poor man's patent. So any idea that you have out, you're supposed to sign it, draw it out, write it out on a piece of paper, then get it notarized. You do 3 of these. You do 3 of them.
I thought that was a myth. Did you hear? Have you heard of that before, Cheryl?
True.
As many inventions as my dad had, he only did one patents. Not a fan of them. But I guess maybe it's depending on your state or the.
Oh, okay.
You just call it poor man's patent. So you mail that to yourself. You seal it up, and then you mail that envelope to yourself. That's the first way. That was the first step. And then I started after I got the mold done. Then I ended up finding out Cleveland had a patent and trade office in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So after all my research that I was doing, I took all my writings, everything I had wrote down to this company. And then this company took everything that I was writing down, they did the interview, everything I was talking about to them about, this gentleman wrote it out and everything. I paid them to do the book, and then I applied for the patent down in Washington, D.C.
Now you got some proof for that, right? Where's your little binder? Because he got receipts, y'all. Dr. Morrow say if you don't have no pictures now, look at that. Hold on, let me give a big round of applause. Y'all keep telling y'all. Here it go right here, Cheryl. This is why this is America's favorite podcast about Afro hair, because we want you guys to know that, cosmetologists, we do more barbers, and like I said, nail techs, estheticians, we do more than hair. So walk us through your book. And as you're doing that, super duper shout out to my cousin, E.C. Ray Jr. is in the chat. What's up over on Instagram? And I know you don't believe this, cousin, but Cheryl and I talked about you all night long last night, didn't we, Cheryl?
Oh, man, who?
My cousin, E.C. Ray, he started the film festival in Atlanta last night. So congratulations.
I was in the grocery store.
Give a big round of applause right quick to my cousin, Ray, but he's called E.C. Ray. I'm from E.C. He is now a filmmaker, a producer, and all types of cool things. Have great documentaries. You can check his stuff out on Stars and all types of cool stuff. So, Ray, we're proud of you, and we won't miss next year's, okay? All right, so walk us through your patent notebook that you have.
So I got this in March 25th, 2004. So 2004. So then they got researched everything I had. They tell you they did their research, and then they'll tell you how you go about making the your sale and how you should wholesale it, what it should cost you to manufacture it, what it should cost you to wholesale it, what it should cost you to retail it. So my manufacturing cost was 97 cents. So since I had owned the mold, and then I was taking the mold to a paintball company in Bedford. I took it to a paintball company in Bedford. So I was shopping around at all these paintball companies, places that made brushes or brooms, plastic brooms. I ended up doing that. So this company ended up taking the first part of my mold and then injection and then making them. So that cost me.
That cost you 97 cents. Okay. Yeah. I hope you guys are writing this down, because I know some of you have ideas, and Maurice is giving us step by step. Now, any place where y'all gonna have to pay Maurice privately if y'all want some one-on-one. I'll be trying to get it all right here on the Afro Hair Science YouTube channel, okay? And we'll put his information in where you guys can reach out to him. But so now he's saying he had the mold, he got the concept, people wrote it out. Now he is shopping it around. That's my medication beeper. Sorry, guys. Okay.
I'm learning that they stuff that you find out, stuff that's been invented or someone make success doesn't come overnight. It takes a long time for it to happen. So most people, they see you all in successful mode, or however you may say it. They'll see that end. They don't know the other end of all the work that you had to put in to do it, all the different sacrifices, all the sacrifices that you put in to make, anything. Then I just started learning that there are a lot of things that's in your area. If you search your area, that can help you, but you just have to look out into your area, your neighborhood, your surroundings, where you at, to find out what it is you need. And it's usually right there in your neighborhood.
Wow. I see. So your dreams are not far from where you think they are. They always say it's right up underneath your nose. And then, like he said, success always look cute on the outside, but he's giving you the behind the scenes nitty gritty of what it takes to see your dreams come to full fruition in divine order, regardless what it is. But in this particular case, we are talking about the 3-in-1 applicator invented and patented through the United States, of course, with Mr. Maurice McIntosh. Again, he's the owner of MC Square Salon. He's also a barber. He's in Winston, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, by way of Cleveland. All right. So keep going. What you got on the next page over there?
So then after most of this is telling you about the hair care industry. So they'll give you the submission company, the patent and trade company will give you a on the hair care industry. You'll do a little work, but they'll do some work too, and they'll tell you exactly what it is. You'll have a meeting with them. You'll keep going back and forth with them, and this just giving you a whole bunch of breakdown on the hair care industry, different parts of the hair care industry. That breaks it down from the parts of doing the hair, the parts of the equipment, parts of everything in the hair care industry.
Okay, sure. Can I ask you a question right quick before Maurice proceeds? And Maurice, we have a question for you in the chat as well. Oh, by the way, please drop your questions for Maurice in the chat. Now, your dad has how many patents does your dad have, Cheryl?
47.
Ooh.
47 items. But only 3 he went through the process. Yeah.
And you said this process is pretty intense.
Well, the process is, it's kind of like, it's antithetical to competition because you got to tell everybody, basically line out what you're doing and and how you made it. And I mean, you got to tell them everything.
Yeah. So, hey guys, don't think you're just going to walk in.
The competition.
You just can't walk in and say, I got a good idea, huh, Cheryl? Don't work like that.
Well, not only that, but your idea has to be well mapped out. And most times years before you even make any money. So you got those year windows for people to knock off.
Yeah, well, Maurice just said this is behind the scenes.
Yeah. And so I think about 47, and then 3 he went through that process, but you can tell because he went through the process early in his career, and as he got older he didn't. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Maurice, the question is if people want to get in touch with you now, is there an email address or you want them to follow you on social media? How would you like for people to reach out to you? Now we'll talk about your loft just a little bit. Now everybody don't try to go down there just yet. Now hold on. So if people want to be in touch with you, is there a way, or do you have
my email address is mauricem524@gmail.
Okay, Maurice M
524 524@gmail.
Another reason why I like Maurice, because my brother's name is Maurice, in case you guys didn't figure it out. I got double love from the 2 M's in the house. I'm going to put his email address in the chat so you guys can email him. I'm sure some of you guys have lots of questions. So keep going about your process of getting your 3-in-1 applicator patented.
Yeah. So after I got the mold done, then I had to search out how to get them pressed out and made. So she's right. You do have to go to a lot of people. You got to talk to a lot of people. You got to open up to people and just, sometimes I guess when you get an idea, you don't want to say nothing to people because you're scared they're going to take it. So just be like, oh, I ain't going to do it.
Now, how did you work around not sharing your ideals with people so that they don't take it? That's a good thing. I mean, a reality.
I still thought it was going to sound funny. I still thought about Miss Benson. I still thought about her saying, they ain't teach you nothing. that was in my head a lot. They didn't teach you nothing. Then I I've only had a couple of people in my life that I've really told things to, and those couple of people kind of just said, "Oh, you can do it. You can do it." And then when I got around and heard the story of Dudley, heard some of his simple things on just some of the simple things that he talked about, I was like, wow, oh man, it's really not that hard. But it seems hard, but it's not that hard because I seen somebody who did something, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that. So then from him, I got to meet her dad, her uncle, Miss Benson, Thomas Hayden, Floyd Kenyatta, all these hair care people. A lot of the older ones, I got to meet a lot of the older ones just because of kind of being around him.
And him would be, who would him be?
Oh, Mr. Dudley, Joe Dudley.
Okay. All right. So you hung a lot. So now can you speak to a little bit more? What's up, Safi? We got we have the Gambias in the house over on Instagram. We have California, my cousin Callie Keys is in the chat. All right, so we just doing the darn thing over here on these social media streets. All right. So can you speak to the importance of surrounding yourself with like-minded people, because you were kind of out of your zone as a hairstylist. You were kind of rocking with the big wigs. You were with Joe Dudley, Alice Benson. How do us little peons, regular folk like me and everybody else in the chat, how do you work your way to those the Floyd Kenyatas, and how does that happen, and why is that important?
Walk up to them. That's how I did it. Just walk up to them, introduce yourself, and that's it.
I just want to testify that he's correct, because that's how I met Cheryl. I just bum rushed her inbox. And you guys never know. I hope you guys are being inspired by this. I'm sure a lot of you have some ideals that you want to see come to, manifest. That's the new thing now, So we're giving you the grapes on how to do it. But like Maurice said, please keep in mind, this is the behind the scenes. It's not going to always be pretty before you get to the end of the picture, but you do have to have some stick it to itness. So you're saying just walk up to people and introduce yourself. Right now, Cheryl, can you speak a little bit? What if the person is shy, but I don't think Cheryl's going to respond, or Dr. Morrow's going to laugh at me, or Maurice, he probably too big. And what's your suggestions to people who are a little bit afraid to do what Maurice is recommending?
I mean, it's a risk, but you're worth it, right? And you don't get anything unless you speak up. That's how I ended up in New York. I wanted to go to New York, and I was at it could have been a Bronner Brothers show, and I saw Rudy Townsend, and he was on Revlon platform. And I know it kind of helped because of who my dad was, but that wasn't the point. The point was I had to represent myself, and you got to take a risk, and you'll find out that really true professionals, they're very friendly. They love their industry like you love it. And everyone, just so happens that everyone wants to see our industry grow. And so they're welcoming. And then you find out and you're like, you're glad you did, but you got to take the risk. Because you're worth the risk, not the fact that you just got to jump in, and whoever you want to meet, you got to make them notice you. And I think that true professionals appreciate it. And they're flattered, actually.
Maurice, how did Mr. Dudley and some of the others receive your ideal that you wanted to have this patented? What was their per Cheryl? Like, they will support. Did you have that experience in your relationships?
He told me to sell hair care products.
You would.
You need to sell hair care products. You don't need to do that. And I was like, no. The future gonna be in tools. The future is tools. He was like, no, you need to sell hair care products. So, like I said in the earlier, Mrs. Dudley was the one who gave me the inspiration. So I ended up coming from Cleveland to down here, and I had like $87 in my pocket. And I went to the school where she was at. I went to this hotel around the corner, got a room, it was $42 for the room. And I was practicing my speech to her. So I was coming from Cleveland with all these application tools in this van. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna make this sale.
I met him, guys, when he was on his way.
I'm gonna make this sale. So I go to her and I gave my spiel, and she said no. So I was like, wow. She said, no, I can't buy any. So I got up. I said, okay, thank you. I got up and I left. Got to my room where I was staying at. Didn't have no more money. Didn't have no more money to get back to Cleveland. So I said, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I lay there, went to sleep, got up, went back over there again. I said, she going to give me this sale. So I'm saying some other stuff in my head because I'm like, I ain't got no more money. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got no more money. So I went back over there and gave her my spiel again. And this time I said, I am a student from your school. Just imagine if you don't help me and give me the encouragement like y'all been talking about, when I go out here and I really make this happen, what's that saying? And she said, you should have said that yesterday. And that's how I got going.
All right. So let's give Maurice a big round of applause for some stick it to itness, because remember, guys, like Cheryl said, you got to have the courage. And so Maurice had a lot of courage the first time. He was very nervous. There's no right way or wrong. Get a yes. Okay. It's not going to be, like he said, peaches and cream, but you can definitely do it. Okay. So, let's see. I think we got some comments here in the chat. Again, Esther is saying inventions could also be another chapter in the book of cosmetology. Esther, we just gonna go ahead. You just gonna roll with me and Cheryl, okay? Keep your suitcase packed. We might end up, So Yate would like to know: did you use an NDA? In case you guys don't know what that is, that's a non-disclosure agreement. And she asked, did you use an NDA with the individuals that you discussed your ideas with? That's a good ass question.
Non-disclosure document, paperwork.
Yeah, did you have people sign that? No. You just hope that they wouldn't steal it, huh?
No, I didn't think that. I just was like, okay, forget it. Don't worry about it. And I moved to the next person. I didn't do any of those. I didn't say, well, can you sign this paperwork? The non-disclosure paperwork. I didn't do any of that. I just was like, hey.
Okay. He said, I'm going for the gusto. All right. So in the end, as we wrap this up, are these for sale, or where you at with your 3-in-1 applicators? Because we do this particular platform that has licensed professionals on it, school owners and salon owners and barbers. And so is that for sale? And
yeah, I can sell them. I got a whole slew of them right now. I just got in storage. I moved on making something else and just started making something else. So just packed them away and just
and so we can email. And what's the retail price for your 3-in-1? Can you hold one up so people can see it? Come on, show it off now. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. All right. Okay. All right. He's got one for color. All right. Yeah. Okay. And he got one with the comb.
These are some different stuff. So it's a whole bunch of different things. I've just been trying to come out with something different, something come in my head, just be like, oh, let me come out with this and try to make that. But yeah.
And what's the retail price for your applicators?
I sell them to them for $10.
All right. So $10. I will be ordering me some, and you're going to email him, and he will tell you how you can make your purchase. So you're going to email Maurice at mauricem524@gmail.com, and he will respond and tell you how you can place your order. But I'm going to go ahead on and say I need some of them too. So there you have it. Yeah, so everybody is there. There you go. This is great. And that's what it's all about. We want you to be inspired and be encouraged about following your dreams. And Maurice took us on a journey from the barbershop to the hair salon to traveling around the world, going from state to state, sitting at the feet of the masters, being told you need to learn more, boy. You got to learn some more stuff. Now, before we wrap it up, how are you taking the suggestions and the recommendations that you needed more education after you had I just finished school? What are you people talking about? How were you? How? What's your recommendation for people who are hearing that you need more education when they just finished paying for education?
How did I take it?
And what's your recommendations? How should people receive that?
All I can say is, hey, it won't hurt. It can't hurt you. It's something you're gonna learn from somebody.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, a little bit, it doesn't hurt. And then that little bit can take you in other places. So this has taken me around the world. I living 4 years overseas. This one little idea.
Where have you been? What other places have you visited so
New
far?
Zealand, Singapore, Papua New Guinea, the whole bit of Australia, Sydney, Brisbane, Cairns, Leh, in the different parts of Indonesia, the whole South Pacific.
Wow, excuse me, the whole South Pacific. The whole South Pacific. You know, you get to it when you say South Pacific. So the whole South Pacific, he's been able to travel with his ideal. And he says, when you're told that you have to get more education, and if you're feeling some kind of way, he said, suck it up, Susan.
I think we don't.
You're gonna
I think we don't do enough networking in our hair field. I see that the black hair care industry is like the number one thing. We make all the trends on everything. I think we don't do enough networking amongst ourselves, especially in this industry. This industry changed. It set the trend on everything. The barbers, the beauticians, we set the trends on everything. And we just don't do enough networking ourselves. And I say professional, and I think if you professional and you have your license, you should keep educating yourself.
All right.
You should keep educating yourself, learning more different techniques. It's always some little different techniques. I thought I did roller sets beautiful, but I didn't.
All right.
Using them little plastic rollers, I thought them little plastic rollers there. I said, oh, I could do a beautiful roller set with a plastic roller. No, it wasn't.
All right. Okay, so there you have it. Maurice is telling us you've got to have some stick it to itness. Cheryl, can you add to Maurice as we wrap this up about, he said, the networking, we need to do more networking.
So one more thing, I have a picture of all the old hair care industry guys. Need to give one. I need to give both of y'all one. It's got your dad. He probably was, I don't know, he was real young, but he had all the hair care, the Brothers, World of Curls, all these old guys that
I have that picture. Right. And what they were at the Bronner Brothers show?
Yeah, I think that word Kazuri Irons. It's an old picture. This little picture I have of all these hair care guys, and they all did business together. Lafayette Jones, was one of the guys. So he's here, but
oh yeah, he's there with you.
Yeah, all these guys did stuff together, and that's what I think that needs to happen now in the hair care industry for the newer generation.
I think that the difference of what you're talking about is just the difference of conversation, because of course Mr. Dudley would tell you that because he's a product guy. And if you had spoken to a person like Mr. Morrow and inventors who happen to have license and do hair, you guys are a different breed. There's not a lot of you guys that are inventors / scientists / hairstylists / barbers. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of that hybrids. You guys are hybrids. And the advice, and because it's so strange, because tools is a product, and for how would tell you that, and I recognize that all of them had something to offer, but they saw the world differently. And so network, you really have to kind of do a process of elimination of who you do talk to, especially someone who is of your ilk. So it, like, if you were to have said that same thing to Mr. Morrow, it would have been a totally different conversation because he's an inventor too. And so a camaraderie of conversation in consultation would have been different. You know, and I remember the husband and wife, Talia Wajad, came to San Diego to see my dad, right? And I remember we're sitting in the office. And so Mr. I think Talia, she said, Mr. Morrow, okay, before we talked about anything, can you sign this NDA? And I never forget, Mr. Morrow looked at her and said, no, I ain't signing shit.
There you go, Yate.
He said, first of all, you came to me. That's number one. Number two, I got so many ideas of my own that I can't even finance. I don't want yours. So you have to kind of like know who you're talking to when you're sharing. And you just happen to be very fortunate. But I do understand why it exists. But if we did have a stronger network, we would have, because we are a cultural superpower. I don't think there's anyone in the world would dispute that African Americans in the U.S. is definitely the world's cultural superpower. And so we can do better. I agree, Maurice.
All right. Well, let me take you guys on.
Ladosha, we have something coming up to where we can do that in a very transatlantic way.
Yeah. Well, let me show you guys a little bit of a snippet of Maurice's MC2 salon. Let's take a little bit a minute right here. Here we go, Maurice. I'll show you the. Go ahead.
Want me to walk you around now?
Okay, walk us through.
Oh, shucks.
He's going to walk us through the salon right quick.
Here's my tool cabinet.
Okay.
Tool cabinet and changed it.
Oh, okay. You put a sink in your tool cabinet, huh?
Yeah, I put a sink in tool cabinet.
There you go, Cheryl. Somebody after your own heart. Look at that. She's salivating over there. Stop it. Go ahead. Keep going.
Here's one.
Okay. Are those various different suites there?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Individual suites. This is Milady's. I bought this building when I was in Papua New Guinea, and I just bought it and just worked on it. Now this took 7 years.
Wow.
Everything was condemned. There's a young lady here.
I do have a picture that I can show you guys while he's walking through right quick. That's what it looked like before. So when he says it was condemned, homeboy is not lying. It was condemned. Let me take that picture down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. I love the lobby.
Yeah, this right here. Then
walk to sure, where our picture at? Why me and Cheryl ain't up on them walls? Nice.
Oh, then that's Is that the waiting room or entry?
No, just door area.
It's like the waiting room or something.
He's gonna make that his retail store.
Oh, okay.
Up in here.
Okay, we're losing your signal. We're losing your signal.
Yeah, because he's moving around.
Oh, look at the walls. Oh my!
I know, but it's huge. It's nice. It's almost like an academy almost.
Yeah. So.
All right. Okay, guys, there you have it. Your one-on-one tour with Maurice McIntosh, my dear friend of MC Square Salon, located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. If you want to reach out to Maurice, remember, if you want to order some of the 3-in-1 applicators, or maybe you might have some questions about a patent or just, some networking things. So there you have it here, Maurice M524 at gmail.com. He's a very wonderful, kind, and compassionate young man, as you guys can see. They're like, oh gosh, that's so clean, that's so nice. Did you do the renovations yourself? Is the question.
I did everything myself. I had to learn. I learned everything myself.
Look at that.
Only
ooh, look at that. I bet there was some mice up in there. Ooh, I would have been like, no.
I paid the electrician to come in and do his part, and then I learned the rest of it.
As Chris Blue would say, hard work, dedication.
Good
Let's
job.
give you a big round of applause. Maurice, we thank you so very much. That was so kind of you to spend.
I'll see y'all.
He like, I got the gizzo. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Maurice.
Yeah. I'll see y'all soon.
All right, deuces, my good brother. Y'all put your hands together again for the one and only. You know he got to go when he put his coat on. I ain't never had that happen on our podcast. They pimping out up in here, sure. Look at him. I got the he must got a hot date tonight. He look like
olive green. He got the olive green.
He got him a little hottie date tonight, guys. He got one lucky guy. All right.
Say goodbye to us.
All right, Maurice, your homegirl love you. He like, don't put me on blast mode. Silver Fox has always got a hot date. You know what I'm saying? Deuces, my brother. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. Cheryl, any closing thoughts on anybody who wants to do the patents and, make their dreams come true? What can you say to them as we wrap this up?
I think that just talking to each other. Because writing books, starting magazines, designing CAD, 3D, and just knowing the encouragement to even before you even go do the research, because someone could shorten your research and take you straight in to the very thing that you just want to do, just zero in on it. And I think that just having the courage to and discussing your ideas is not, if you start real kind of like holding back and really cagey and all that, that's the energy you're gonna get back. Don't start like that.
Don't be a chicken hawk, okay? He said he was like, Dr. Morrow, I ain't got time for them NDAs, but what's for me is for me, all right?
Exactly.
So you can't do nothing with my stuff, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Grandpa 06 is in the chat. Ain't nothing like an alpha man to come and check you out. 77 Loving Life. Auntie Sister is in the chat, and Kai XOXO. All right. I think we met her while we was in Houston, if that's her. All right. If not, hello, any hoot. All right, Cheryl. So we did a good job. We're gonna be back.
Yeah, we hit that.
We're gonna be back next week with Rev Air. This is the one y'all been waiting on. We're gonna be back on the 21st. We're gonna have Rev Air. Then Monday, we're gonna be on talking about I think was it Dion 408 wants to talk about rollers and the hot comb. So we're talking about inventions. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thank you so much. Esther says, come on, guys. Cheryl, show what we need to do right quick before we go, because we forgot. Thank you, Esther. All right, here you go, guys. Right now, do this. All right, guys, let's go home, get some rest. I'm gonna drink my bootleg vodka.
Whatever.
Bobo. That's what these guys used to say here in Cleveland a long time ago on 93 FM. All right, if y'all know what Buckety Bobo is, put the BB in the chat. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Frida, I could not break that bracket. I just want to let you know. So I might come over to your house after I come off this live so you can pop this thing out my mouth. I got braces. I got my teeth out. This shit's crazy, guys. All right, anywho, just vanity. Don't let vanity get the best of you, all right? All right, you know what we said? We're signing out, right? Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better. And your better is best. Go check out my cousin, E.C. Ray, over on Instagram. He's doing some wonderful things in the film industry in Atlanta and around the United States. Again, E.C. Ray Jr. Go check him out over on Instagram. Tell him your cousin, Key Lolo, said you got it going on. He has some wonderful movies. He has also some wonderful shows. You can check him out on Stars, Netflix. Again, E.C. Ray Jr. Not only music, but he has movies. Go follow him on Instagram. He has some cool stuff. Don't forget our homegirl, Yate Keaton. She has that book. We keep telling y'all better go and get that book. And we promoted it last month. All right. So it was all about the heritage. All right. Okay, guys, y'all have a wonderful night. And we'll see y'all on Monday. All right, Cheryl?
Monday with the dumbest shit.
All right. I ain't gonna put the right one this time. Y'all just hold y'all panties, okay? I got this. Deuces, my good people.
Welcome to Planet Pluto.